Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Drea and it is Storytime Saturday. Y'all, I'm filming from my car today, as you can tell, and I'm gonna try to make this story quick because I've already had two of my neighbors knocking on my window like, Drea, what are you doing? Like, they're just so happy. But anyway, it's Saturday, y'all. It is Saturday. I've already been doing a bunch of like running around today, and I'm like, I didn't pre-record my video, so I'm just going to tell you guys a story time now, edit it, and get it out to y'all by tonight. So y'all have y'all story time Saturday as promised. So as you could tell by the title, what am I titling? I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but I mean, it's straight and to the point. So I think I'm gonna call it his his dick smelled like dog, y'all. It didn't smell good. It smelled like dog. So let's get into the story. All right, so, and this is actually a recent story. I know lately I've been telling stories from like, you know, high school and whatnot. I explained to you on my last video. I was kind of doing stuff from like back then and like working my way up. But this actually happened like a couple of months ago, y'all. Back towards like the end of summer. And I was talking to this guy, and we talked for like a couple, maybe like for real, y'all, 3 months. We talked for like 3 months. So a little like further into our dating relationship, I guess you could say, because we weren't like together, but we were dating, and we were pretty much, I guess you could say, only talking to each other. But anyway, that don't even matter. So one day we go to a Steeler game. Not a Steeler game, sorry. Rewind. We go to a bar to watch the Steeler game. And I get down there like, y'all, if you know me, I can't make it on time to ish. Like, I really can't. I can't make it on time to ish. Not my own birthday party, not nothing. Like, everybody who was at my baby shower. I was 2 hours late. And don't mind me, I'm missing some nails. I'm trying to take them off so I can get them redone. But I was 2 hours late to my own baby shower. Baby showers are only like 3 to 4 hours. So, yeah, you can imagine. But yeah, anyway, so I get down there pretty late. He's already down there talking to his friends. They got like a section down there and whatever. So I get down there at like halftime. Typical Drea. So I get down there around halftime, and I go in and I sit at the bar, because how like the bar is set up, the sections are like outside. It's not outside. It's like, you know, we go to a restaurant and it's like a patio, like a tented patio and whatnot. It was like that. So it was outside, but technically inside. I don't know. But anyway, so basically these sections were in another part of the club that I just wasn't in. So I was sitting at the bar or whatever, and I knew the bartender. So I was like sitting there talking to the bartender for a while. And, you know, she was taking shots with me or whatever. And then, oh, I said his name. Oh, I got to give him my name before I say his name. I didn't even think about what I'm gonna call him. Stinky dick. Nah, I'm not gonna call him that. I'm gonna call him. No, not that name.
2 hours later.
All right, so I'm gonna call him Fred. I don't know, random name. I'm gonna call him Fred, y'all. All right, so Fred comes out to meet me at the bar. Like I said, he's in a back in this section with his friends or whatever, and I ain't really feel like going back there for real. Not only that, but I just felt like in that moment he kind of didn't want me to go back there. And y'all, it was probably because he probably had another girl back there or something. He didn't want me to see her. Who knows? So he comes back over to me, or not back over to me, but he comes up to me, you know, hey, what you doing? How you doing? Hug. He's sitting out at the bar with me. He gets me another drink and all this good stuff. And I'm also like noticing little stuff, like his demeanor. he never actually sat down with me. He stood up next to me the whole time that we were there. And I'm like, okay. I didn't think much of it, but at the same time, I'm like, why aren't you sitting down? Like, I don't know. Whatever, you want to be on your feet, be on your feet. But at the same time, I'm not caring that much because I'm having a conversation with the bartenders. You know, like I said, I know where, you know, we was talking. So after like 5-10 minutes of us all talking, drinking and whatnot, he ends up going back outside in a tent to the outside sections. And in my head, I'm like, okay, go ahead. Whatever. I'm sitting here, I'm watching the game. I'm still talking to the bartender. I'm drinking my drink. Like, I'm just vibing, having a good time. It was like a random Thursday. I gotta get a better setup for my car. Because I'm probably gonna start recording in my car a lot more now too. Just because I'm always on the go and I just don't be having time to always do it in the crib. Alright. Anyway, he goes back out in the outside bar with his friends, and I'm still talking to the bartender. And then I'm noticing, like, time is passing by. Like, 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Y'all, 20 minutes go by. And like I said, I wasn't noticing it at first because I'm talking to, you know, my girlfriend at the bar. And I'm drinking, like I said, I'm vibing, I'm watching the game. But I'm looking at my phone like, oh, dang, like, it's definitely been a minute, and he's been back there for a minute. Like, I came down here for you because you wanted me to come down here to chill with you, watch the game with you, and you're outside with your friends. Which circles back to, I was thinking a girl was back there because why wouldn't you just bring me back in the section with you and your friends? Even though I didn't ask, I shouldn't have to ask. But yeah, that was definitely a red flag. But anyway. So I'm definitely thinking of girls back there or whatever. And then as the game is ending, he comes back out again. I'm like, dang, you was back there forever. Because I wasn't even nagging him. I was like, whatever. And that's another thing. He kept texting me like, I'm about to come out there, I'm about to come out there. So I didn't even text him back. I was just like looking at it like, oh, all right, he's about to come back out here. Cool. So, but I just noticed like he was sad, and it would still be like another 10 minutes. Like, that was weird. So when he finally came back, he was paying his tab, and I noticed that he was paying for food on his tab, because the way like the restaurant was set up, you pay the bartender for like just your drinks or whatever drinks you want, and then there's the person in the kitchen, and they take care of like a separate part of your bill with the food. I don't know, it's weird how they do it, but yeah, I noticed that he had paid for some food. I was like, oh, in my head I'm like, oh, he's paying for food, but I already know he didn't get food for himself. Like, he didn't eat food. So in my head, and I'm like adding this up in my head, I'm like, okay, yeah, he definitely didn't get no food for himself. Like, especially since what he got, like, I know it's like not what he eats. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, he definitely has like a girl back there, and he got her some food, and he's trying to split his time between the both of us. And that's just weird. But you know how niggas be, they're weird like that. They're weird. So anyway, I'm like, whatever, because I can't prove it, but I'm not stupid. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. So after the game, we was planning on going back to my house and chilling or whatever. Like, we usually go to my house to chill anyway. My house was just more comfortable. So we go back to my house, or he meets me back at my house after everything. So right before we leave or whatever, I give him a hug, and I just, like, I gave him like a nice hug, y'all, and I just smelt like a whiff of dog, y'all, like a whiff of dog, because I know he has a dog or whatever, and I don't know, he just smelled like it. And then for a second I'm like, I'm just probably smelling something, or he probably just literally hugged his dog before, you know, before he left the commerce or came to the bar. So that's what I'm pretty much thinking. I'm like, okay, it's probably just his coat that smells like dog or whatever, because he probably took him for a walk and hugged him before he left. Like, literally, this is what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, okay, he's about to go home, get whatever he need. I'm about to go home, so he's probably about to go home and take a shower. So, I mean, shit. I'm thinking it's just his coat anyway. So I'm like, all right, cool. We go our separate ways. I go home. You know, I'm chilling, wait for him to get there. He gets there. we would, like I said, we was drinking. So I was already like a little tipsy, for real, for real. And then when he came, he had a bottle of Henny and we was drinking more. So we was drinking, we was vibing, listening to music. We was probably watching a movie or it was just in the background. But I don't know, we would talk a lot. We laughed a lot. We we definitely enjoyed each other's company and stuff. And we would definitely drink. Like he drank, y'all, almost every day. Like it was bad. I used to be like, oh hell no, I cannot drink that much. Don't get me wrong, I like to drink. I love to go out and have a good time. But drinking, he was literally drinking like a bottle of Henny a day, y'all. A bottle of Henny a day. It was just way too much. Way too much. So anyway, he comes over with a bottle of Henny and we're just throwing shots back, y'all. Like throwing shots back. So, oh, y'all gotta fix my hair. So, yeah, that was cool. The night, you know, it gets later and later. At this point, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're like lit. It's not like we have to work the next day or anything. It was like a random Thursday though, but I didn't have to like get up for work the next day or anything. So we're drinking, we're having a good time, we're cracking up, laughing. Of course, y'all, one thing leads to the other, and we just looked at each other and was like, yeah, it's about that time, you feel me? So y'all, we was sitting next to each other. We was, we were hugged up and stuff. Like everything was good, everything was fine, like swear. So what happened, he's like getting undressed and stuff. I be telling y'all way too much stuff for real. I gotta chill out. But whatever, we already into the story. So he's like standing up and he's like, pulling his pants down or whatever. And I'm like helping him pull his boxers down. And y'all, as I'm doing it, I start to get a little whiff of something. Yeah, I started to get a little whiff of something. I'm like, it's that damn dog smell again. So, as I'm pulling his, his boxers down, I smell it again. And I was just like, oh no, he literally smells like dog. Because y'all, to the point where like I literally touched his man's, and I don't know if y'all women do this, but you got the little sniff, you really got to look at it, do a little sniff test, and hell no, y'all, oh, that thing was barking. It's like, no, let me stop, y'all, that's embarrassing. Like, you legit smell like dog. So y'all, I pull his boxers back up and he's looking at me like, I pull his boxer back up and he's looking at me like, what's wrong? What's wrong, gorgeous? Because he called me gorgeous. He's like, what's wrong, gorgeous? And I'm just looking at him in disgust. Like, have you ever been like, I don't even want to say I was like super, super fully into him, but I said we vibed and everything. But you ever like somebody and then like literally something happens and then you're totally like just turned off forever, like literally forever. So when that happened, I had to look up at him like, I was like, I forget what his dog's name was, but I'm like, was you playing with your dog? Because you literally, you smell like straight up dog. And he was like, what would you mean? I'm like, yo, you smell, I was like, I can't. And y'all, of course, like, I feel like if I was sober, it would have not have been that easy for me to just like come out and say it to him. I already know me. It wouldn't have been. So the fact that I was already lit, I was just like, oh yeah, babe, you smell like dog. Like, no, you smell like dog. I can't smell like dog. He was like, oh, for real. And then he just stops, like picks me up, basically. Not picks me up, but like I was on my knees. All right. So he lifts me up, like stand up type thing. And he's like, man, he's like, gorgeous, I'm so sorry. Like, I definitely was like with my dog all day, and I gave her a bath and I was washing her and I was
I was walking her and I was playing with her, and then like right after I did all that, I just left out and went straight to watch the game.
And I was just like, okay, like I understand that. I get it. Maybe you just didn't smell yourself because, you know, you're used to that smell and being around your dog and hugging about your dog, but gross. So I'm just like, oh yes, okay. I was literally super honest. Like I just can't do anything with you right now. Like you smell just like dog. And I was just like, I thought you went home. You know, he was like,
I know I did. I went home after the bar and I could have gotten a shower. He was like, shoot, I could have just gotten a shower here, and
I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you can still get in the shower here. But at that point, I was already just so turned off. Like I wasn't even about to have sex with you no more. I couldn't do it. Like y'all, have y'all ever just had the feeling like you just as soon as you smell something, you instantly want to throw up? Like literally, I'm pretty sure like pregnant women can relate. Can't talk today. I'm pretty sure y'all can relate. Like if something like that ever actually happened to you, you know what I'm saying? So hold on, it's a little awkward talking to y'all just because these people are walking past and it's like weird. But that's the only thing about recording in a car. All right. But anyway, y'all, so yeah, I ended up like, you know, getting him towel and a rag, and I'm like, here, you know, you take a shower here or whatever. And when he got out the shower, we chilled and watched the movie. But he just kept apologizing to me all night, like,
oh my gosh, like I'm so embarrassed.
so I'm like, no, you're cool, like it's fine, you know, it happens. But really, I'm like, you're nasty as fuck. Like, but I ain't want to make him feel worse, but you're nasty for you basically admitted to me that you was basically working, sweating, doing all that nasty, dirty shit with your dog all day, didn't take a shower, but you wanted me to give you head. You wanted me to give you head. And if I was one of them nasty bitches who had a fucking dog and was used to that fucking smell, probably would have did it. But that shit's nasty. Yo, no. No. Shit's nasty. Fuck, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I hope you shower twice a day. It's just gonna keep falling because, like I said, if y'all can see how I got this prepped up, y'all gonna be like, bitch. But y'all know, like, excuse me, y'all, why he do me like that? Like that was so freaking nasty. I don't know if anybody's ever been in that situation. I'm pretty sure people been in situations where like the dick, it just was musty and it smelled right. Like you can't push it like that in your mouth. Like fucking no, y'all, no. And this guy, like I said, he was cool. I'll be honest, after that, I believe that's the last time he ever even came to my house, and that was definitely the last time I'm about to say we ever had sex, but we didn't have sex that night. We just never did anything else after that. It was pretty much over after that, to be honest. Like I think we stopped like fully talking like a week a week and a half after that incident. So yeah, I just couldn't get over it. I'm just like, oh, I was so funky. And for real, it was a little bit of like the last straw for me too, because, well, I didn't tell y'all, like, of course, there's a bunch of other incidences that me and him went through prior to this incident, which made me be like, okay, yeah, he's not even worth talking to anymore, for real. But it was just no. And then I'm gonna just tell y'all this one thing, because I'm very curious. I'm very curious if any of y'all can tell me, you know, your opinion on this. But when we had intercourse a few times, maybe like, I said a few, probably like 5 times, and every single time he only ever wanted head, like literally head until like he came, or back shots. And y'all, like I've never been with a guy and that's all they wanted. Like what? Like I understand, like me, you know, I do have a big booty, you know what I'm saying? But only one hit and back shots, like I don't know. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't, but I just feel like that's a little gay to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just a little gay. You only want back shots. I mean, like, a nigga can do that for you. You know what I'm saying? What am I really here for? A nigga can do that for you. Now, a little backstory. He did do 6 years. And he'd been out for about 1.5 years before I started talking to him. So he did do 6 years. So I don't know, like, if he made like a couple friends in the pen or something, because you only want head and back shots. I don't know. What y'all think? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Because that's really all he ever wanted to do. And I used to be like I voiced how I felt to him one day. And he was like, yeah, we could do those other positions, but I don't know. Your ass is so fat. I just want to do it from the back. And I'm just like, yeah, he's gay. I was like, he gotta be. He's on a DL. Like, he gotta be. And if he ever comes out as that, I'm gonna be like, I knew it. But yeah, comment down below, because I'm really interested to know, like, if a guy only wants head or back shots, does that mean, like, they're gay? They really want a nigga? Like, they really want a man? Do y'all want a man? Fred. I still didn't even use Fred's name, like, the whole story time. Fred. You want a man, Fred? Do you want a shaggy? It's like, don't we stop? But y'all, yeah. But basically, that was my experience. That was my story about how Fred's dick smelled like his dog. It did. It smelled like his dog. And we never talked again after that. Never. Anyway, guys, so thank you for tuning in to Storytime Saturdays, and I'll see you guys next week. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share my videos. I love y'all. Peace out.